Hello, everybody. Welcome to Build It with Chris. And today we are going through voice AI agents. And I'm actually going to build a voice AI agent for you live in real time. And the one that I'm going to build for you and show you behind the scenes is actually an open house check-in AI. Basically, you can think of this as like a call answer service, but it's a call answer service that never misses a call, never goes off script, never shuts off, and doesn't charge you any money. So it's kind of like the best call assistant ever. And the reason I say it comes with the Loan Officer AI CRM. So the Loan Officer AI CRM is just $297 every 4 weeks. And we include as many AI voice agents in that thing as you want. So what happens is inside the system, you buy a phone number and then you can build a voice AI agent on that phone number. So anybody that calls that specific phone number, you can have a voice AI agent that picks up that phone number. And because you've built a specific phone number for that use case, you can give it out and get specific phone calls to that specific phone number, right? So the strategy that we're going to be talking about today is going out to top producing real estate agents and giving them the offer of, hey, I'll pre-qualify everybody that shows up at your open houses for you for free, automatically using AI. And they say, what? And you go, yeah, it's cool. Call this phone number. Pretend you're checking into an open house. And I'm going to show you today how to build a prompt that actually like gets all the information off the listing, checks the person into the open house, and then says, hey, do you have a down payment? Do you know what your credit score is? How soon are you looking to move? It basically asks the 5 basic qualification questions that we need to know from somebody to know whether or not they're actually able to and interested in getting pre-qualified. And then the voice AI agent then books the person on your calendar. It says, hey, looks like we're going to be able to make something work, but we need to finish this, turn it into an actual mortgage application so that we can let you know what your rate and payment is going to be. Do you have time on Monday at 2 o'clock? The AI agent books the appointment. You show up on Monday morning and you've got a bunch of appointments booked from over the weekend of people that have checked into the open house, right? So people show up at the open house. There's a phone number that they call. When they call that phone number, AI picks up the phone, asks them all the pre-qualification questions, then books the appointment with them for you on your calendar. So you can say to a real estate agent, everybody that checks into this open house, you're going to get a list, you're going to get all the leads, but I'm going to pre-qualify everybody and then send you only the people that qualify to actually purchase the house. Does that sound fair? Everybody with me? Make sense? Okay, so now that we have the 30,000 foot view, any questions, any clarification, anything anybody needs to go through? Oh, we got a chat with a bunch of questions. Isn't that wonderful how that works? Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Francis. Not to digress, but is the LOCRM integrated with MoveTube? Bobby, yes, we are. So there's actually a Zapier connection between the two of them. And both teams are happy to help you set that up. But our team is like very happy for you to pop into support, help you connect your MoveTube account. And then all of the leads that, if they're using the MoveTube open house, like opt-in form, our CRM can text them and be like, hey, call this phone number. And then the voice AI takes over, or we can just ask them the questions via text. Same workflow, same prompt, same AI, but it can communicate via voice, via text, or via email, however you want it to go. But yes, fully integratable with MoveTube. Kevin and the gang over there are just like absolutely amazing, and I'm a huge fan of MoveTube and the MoveTube technology platform. I think it's another amazing value offer. And again, not to digress here, but everybody here knows, but if it's your first time here, what we're doing is we're stacking offers to qualified agents. And the ability to win a relationship with a qualified real estate agent, which is a real estate agent that's doing 8 or more buy-side transactions in the last 12 months, our ability to convert them isn't about calling them once, having the perfect script, and just voila, they end up sending business. It's about staying in front of them longer than any other lender and giving them offers of value far more than any other lender is And the whole reason behind that is when you give an offer and you hit a pain point that they have, you get the call and you get the conversion. But also, you stay in front of them long enough so that when there is friction with their existing lender, you're the one that gets the call because you're the one that's at the front of the line. You're the one that stayed consistent. You're the one that's in front of them. So MoveTube is an offer. So you can take the MoveTube offer and put together 4 emails about MoveTube, schedule them inside the CRM, 1 a week for 4 weeks. You have a month worth of value and an offer. And then after that month, you transition to the next offer. So what we're talking about today is another offer that you can give to qualified agents. Hey, would you like an AI number and an AI check-in assistant for all of your listings? Happy to produce those for you. We'll pre-qualify the leads and send you back to people that are actually qualified to purchase your listings that checked in. It's an offer. Put that offer together, 1 email a week for 4 weeks. At the end, then we move to, in the chat, let me know where are we going to move to after we give this offer. Another offer.
Next offer.
The next offer. We're just rolling offers. We never stop making offers, right? So the CRM is full of value. We'll convert your old cold dead Zillow leads. We'll help you call your database. We will help you promote your open houses better. My favorite offer is the follow-up refer back. Like, did you know what the follow-up refer back is? 4 weeks of value teaching them about the follow-up refer back program. You get a month worth of a month's worth of offers in the system. Inside the Loan Officer CRM, we have the database activator workflow. It's pre-populated with 12 months of offers. There's 8 different offers in there. One's a podcast invite, local networking mastermind group, which is a super powerful concept. You just pick the offers that you want. And then we include all of the qualified agent data inside the CRM. So you literally get a list of qualified agents, drop them into the workflow. The workflow gives offers. When the qualified agent responds back, AI is waiting for the conversation. And whether they call your phone number or they text you or they email you, it automatically responds back to them. So you get instant communication and you win the relationship. There's rotating offers through that system to get them to reach out. Everybody with me? I missed arguably one of the most powerful components of that whole thing. Every week you're making phone calls to that list of qualified agents. And the calls on our side of things, we only get 17% of the phone calls that we make get picked up because we're calling from a phone number that's not technically your phone number. If you make the phone calls, we have some people report back to us, they get like 50% of the people that they call actually pick up the phone when they're calling qualified agents. You will exponentially, in my opinion, you will exponentially increase the results that you get from the system if you make calls in addition to sending the emails and sending the value and retargeting them with ads. The phone calls are what make all of this work. But sending the value offers through the email and having the AI agents and having the offers, right? It's the reason for the call, right? It helps you with call reluctance, which Kevin Gillespie here on the call, a master at overcoming call reluctance. I scraped the top of the value there. Kevin goes deep into that in his training. And Kevin, you're still running the call reluctance training, are you not?
Yeah, we're getting ready to start our second week of a 5-week boot camp on overcoming call reluctance and becoming a better influencer.
That's amazing. And if people wanted to, can people still get into the program if they want?
Yeah, because it's the first week's all they missed. It's recorded, it's fully guaranteed, and you get your money back if you go through it. But yeah, just go to www.callreluctance or crushingcallreluctance.com and
Nice.
they'll get you set.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank
So,
you, Chris.
hey, no problem at all. But all I'm doing is providing offers so that you don't have to be scared of making the call. But if you want to get deep into the psychology of call reluctance and really truly getting rid of that for the rest of your career, Kevin's the man. So I just solve it with technology because I'm a nerd. and and my dad put me on the rate sheets and donuts circuit when I was a kid, so I've probably got some trauma left over from that. So any way we can help with crush and call reluctance. Okay, so let's get into it. I just want to make sure we've got everything out of the chat. Oh man, this is a great question from Robert. So Robert says, what happens if the voice AI agent is already on the phone and somebody else calls in? Busy signal voicemail. So Robert, you can take one call or you can take 100 all same time, and the AI works the exact same. So that number, comes in, connects, the AI has the conversation on, Breakfast Club. I think it was Tuesday of this week, Tuesday or Wednesday this week, we sent out a follow-up to that. We had over 100 people interacting with the AI all at once, all demoing the system. And as to my knowledge, we didn't drop a single call and didn't have a single hallucination in the AI where the conversation went astray. So we can scale this thing to rocket mortgage levels of AI handling inbound phone calls and booking appointments with people. So that's a great question. Ryan says, can the AI phone number, hold on here. Can the AI phone number be used to forward from our main business line phone number? So the answer to that is yes. So what you do is you register the AI phone number inside the Loan Officer CRM, and then you forward your cell phone to that number. Currently, my cell phone is actually forwarded to our voice AI at Connection Incorporated, which, I have 3 friends that call me on my phone and it's messed with all of them, but anybody else that calls my phone goes directly to Connection Incorporated and gets taken care of. Brian's got a question here. Are they talking on the phone while at the open house? What motivates them to call just because you hand them a number? So yes, they have to check into the open house. So you have the phone number and it's like, call this number to check into the open house, kind of like a sign rider. Like, you want the details on this house ahead of time, call this phone number, we'll give you the information. But you can also provide the real estate agent with a QR code that takes people to a sign up form. And the sign up form is, again, generated inside the CRM. We already have a template in there. You just copy it for every single listing, and it just asks them for first name, last name, phone, and email. And that's how they check into the open house. But everybody that comes to an open house has to check in. And then that information has to be provided to the realtor. It's just the workflow of an open house. So your agent needs to be trained to get as many people as possible to call this phone number, because it's the best and easiest workflow. And we've timed it. The phone conversation is actually less than a minute to the time that the person calls in till you've got the information and potentially book the appointment with them. So Osmani asks, what are the chances that those emails do not land on the spam or junk folder? So because the people are actually opting in to get the emails from the system, deliverability rate is really high, as long as you've got your email configured properly inside the CRM. And our team are wizards at setting that up and doing best practices for getting your emails delivered. And we run customer support in the CRM every Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can literally just show up on that Zoom call. The team is there waiting for you. They answer all your questions, and they actually will take you into a breakout room and build whatever it is that you want. So if you, hey, I was on Build It with Chris on Friday, I want to register my phone number and get one of these voice AI agents set up, our team is there waiting for you, and they'll help set all this stuff up for you. So you're not off there in the ether of tech land having to set all this stuff up. Once you remember inside the CRM, the support is absolutely fantastic. Valerie says, how soon should we start making the calls after the emails start going out? Valerie, right away. So it's my opinion, as close as you can get those together, the better it is. So make the calls as soon as possible. Great question. Next up. It was suggested to me, okay, bunch of questions here. Please remind me how to get the live Zoom for support. So Larry, if you go into the CRM and then you go to the menu on the left-hand side, there's a live AI Zoom support button there, and you can get access to it there. So we're going to pop into our demo account here and show everybody how this works. So On the left-hand side, see this live Zoom support button? So that's the button that you press. Zoom opens. You enter the Zoom room, and our support team is there waiting for you. And then they take you into a breakout room, help you with whatever you need, or if you've got just like a general question about the CRM that you're okay having in like an open forum, you can just have it right there in that Zoom room. Sometimes there's nobody there. Sometimes there's 10 people there, and we're just helping people as fast as we possibly can. We actually have 2 new team members joining the team on Monday this week. So you'll see them in 14 days inside support, helping out there as well to help with all of our new members, which we're super thankful for. So for all of you that are referring people to the Loan Officer CRM, thank you. I sincerely appreciate the referrals and the shout outs. We broke 200 5-star ratings and reviews on Google this week. So thank you for your reviews as well. All right, well, let's get into the nitty gritty. And we have to start with a disclaimer at this point. Welcome to Build It with Chris. This is the most informal webinar presentation that you will ever be on. Calling it a presentation is generous at best. The reason we started doing these calls was so that we could build a community around the CRM, get to know each other, and so that I could work with you. And Dave, thank you. Love you too. Right back at you. Because the community is so important, because we're all in the mortgage industry. We only work with mortgage professionals, and we're all in this together. And the number one piece of feedback that we got when we launched the CRM was that people were frustrated with the technology. And I get it. Me too. So we started Build It with Chris so that you could see me show up relatively unprepared, clicking buttons inside the CRM and having it break. Like, the whole goal is for me to break something. You get to watch me visibly sweat on Zoom, but fix it and then have it run by the end of the call. And what we learn from that is it's okay for technology to break, and it's okay for it to be frustrated, but we can fix it. Everything's okay. We just got to read what's on the screen, click the right button, it will work. And 9 times out of 10, when you build something, you only ever have to do it once. And then it's built, it runs automatically, and you've got that asset in your business for a long time. So that's why this is informal. And you might be like, wait a minute, if it's your first time here, this might seem a little bit rough. It's designed that way. It's supposed to be that way so that everybody feels comfortable here. That's why you see so many people with their cameras on. If you don't have your camera on, please turn your camera on, as long as it's safe and it's appropriate. Choose your setting and come join us, be part of the crew. And we do this every Friday at noon. And if you haven't figured out, we're using the Loan Officer CRM. Go to Google, type in Loan Officer CRM. We're number 1 on Google, loanofficercrm.ai, just $297. We've got a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. So you can try the whole thing out for 30 days. If you don't like it, you can keep the qualified agent list that you generate from the system, and you have our well wishes on the way out. So that's our big, heavy pitch. Let's get into building your AI agent for your open houses. So you'll notice we've got this awesome menu over here on the left-hand side called AI Agents. And in that menu, we've got Getting Started, Voice AI, Conversation AI, Knowledge Base, and Content AI. I'll run you through these, and we're continuing to add to these inside the platform. So we'll go from right to left. Content AI is a tool that we've built inside the system that it's ChatGPT. It's just like we've taken ChatGPT, and you don't have to go to ChatGPT anymore. You can just come in here and it will write your content for you. So your blog posts, social media posts, all that wonderful stuff. Knowledge base is how you train your CRM. So this is where you put your lender guidelines, if you're a broker, all the different product specs, Kevin, builder programs, all that wonderful stuff. You just get Google Documents, or you get documents of all that information. You simply create the knowledge base, upload your files, and then the conversation AI and the voice AI that you have inside your system has all of the knowledge of everything that you've placed into the knowledge base. So you can put your scripts in here on how to book an appointment, how to overcome objections, your frequently asked questions. Like, we load it with a baseline for the mortgage industry, right? So out of the box, most people don't even touch this, right? And it works phenomenally well, and just got even better now that ChatGPT 5 is out. But full knowledge of ChatGPT behind you, And this is how you customize it with your knowledge. So you just create a knowledge base, upload your documentation, and your AI is as smart as your documentation, never forgets, never calls in sick. And then it uses that information to have conversations. There are three ways that your CRM has conversations for you. The first is emails. Now, you can just hook your CRM up to your email account. Anytime an email comes in, it drafts the email response for you and sends it to you and says, here's what the person said. Here's what I'm going to send back. Do you approve it? You click yes, it sends the email. Super simple workflow, saves you hours and hours and hours of time in your email. I've seen it do phenomenal responses to underwriters and having underwriting questions, appraisers and going through appraisal conversations with vendors on appraisals that might come in a little bit light and that stuff. And then just like your general consumer side of things, incredible conversations. So email handles that beautifully. The next is text messages. This does not work with your cell phone. It only works with the phone numbers that you have inside the CRM. But if anybody sends a text message into the phone line that you have in the system, it gets the text message, writes the response, sends it to you, you approve it, it sends the text message back and forth. So we built in a safety layer where if all of the messages come to you by default, so you have to approve them, you can take that off. I personally have it totally taken off on our Connection Incorporated account. We've been automated customer service for 6 months probably now at this point, but we still look at every single message. And if something that's gone out that's weird, our team will reach out and be like, hey, this is me following up after the AI response and XYZ, right? Happens very, very rarely, but we feel confident enough that the text messages and the emails are good enough that we're just letting the system handle the customer support because we feel that people really value the real-time responses when they send in customer support requests and all that wonderful stuff. Next up is voice. So it does your emails, does your text messages, then voice AI. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So inside the voice AI, we're going to build an agent, and that agent is going to have those conversations with us. Francis, thank you for the reminder. One thing that I've got to back up on the conversation AI, there's two types of conversation AI inside the CRM. And I know this sounds a little bit weird, but this general conversation AI handles all of the incoming. So all your emails, all your text messages, just like general email inbox stuff, right? But if you build a marketing automation, and I'll skip into automations to show you how this works. If I go into an automation and I go into our launch program, and let's say we're going to do our qualified real estate partners, right? So this is where you go in, down here on the left-hand side, we have our qualified agent list. You get a qualified agent list on the system, drop it into this workflow, it sends a year worth of offers to the qualified agents. When I go into this automation, there's conversational AI built into the workflow that understands it's having a conversation with a qualified real estate agent to book them a networking appointment with you. So when I go into this workflow, it does all its amazing automation and adds them to your Facebook ads and all of that, starts sending the messages. When that contact replies, the reply that the real estate agent is sending back to you gets sent to ChatGPT with a prompt. And it says your role is to book an appointment between your client, the loan officer, and this real estate agent that has just reached out. And we give it inside the prompt all of the different offers. So it's saying, look, offer number 1 is a quick coffee or Zoom call. Offer number 2, helping convert their old leads from Zillow, Boomtown, or their database. Offer number 3, calling the agent's past client database for them. So when we send the prompt to AI with the agent's response, and the agent has said, yeah, I'd be interested in insert offer here, the AI is smart enough to know, oh, he's responding to offer number 4. let's put a response back about that particular offer to that agent to get them to book an appointment. So this AI response gets written by ChatGPT. So it sees what the real estate agent sent, understands the offer, and then sends you an email and says, hey, you just got an email from an agent. Here's what the agent said. Here's what I'm about to say back. And it shows you what ChatGPT has written as the response. And it says, if you approve, click yes, I approve. You click that button, the email gets sent out. But that AI agent is specific to qualified agents and booking appointments with qualified agents. It's not just an AI that answers emails and answers text messages. It's specific to the use case. And so we've technically built 10 different AI agents inside the system because we've got one for your past customers, right? We've got one for past referral partners, because that's a different conversation than a new qualified agent or somebody that's in your Focus 40. These people you've actually done a deal with and you're re-engaging the relationship. We've got one for your qualified agents, but we've got deals in process, right? If you're communicating back and forth with a deal in process and that client responds back, well, the AI has to understand this is a client. We have a deal in process. This is super important. And here's how you handle that conversation. The prompt then spits out the right response for the client. So these AIs only work if somebody responds inside that workflow, right? So all those emails are being sent out, the power dialer is working and you're dialing out, the text messages are being sent, the ringless voicemails are going out. If anybody responds to any of those messages, the specialized AI answers those emails or text messages. But if somebody just sends you a random email, the other conversation AI picks it up and has that conversation. Does that make sense? Everybody with me? That's a huge concept that most companies that are applying to AI to the mortgage business miss. They think, okay, we're going to get one master prompt to do all these things. And even ChatGPT 5, I don't think understands our business with that nuance of how to increase conversion by actually having the right conversations. So that is email and text. And now we're layering voice over top. So inside your CRM, you go to AI agents, voice AI, and then voice AI up here at the top. When you have a conversation with somebody, inside the system, you get a summary of that call, and it shows you what happened on the call. Then there's a full transcript of the call. So you can actually see, hey, this is what the agent said. This is what the client said. This is what the agent said. This is what the client said. Super helpful when you're about to show up to an appointment with somebody. You can just pop in here, look and see what the conversation was with the person so that you're fully prepared for your meeting because AI booked the meeting for you. And then we've got a full call recording as well. So it records the actual conversation between the person and the artificial intelligence. So you can go and you can listen to it if you want. And then you can grade your system as to whether it did a good job or a bad job and give feedback in real time. So it learns from you. And if you give it negative feedback, it'll say like, okay, how can I do this better next time? You give it feedback, it learns. And the more conversations that your AI has, the smarter it gets, the better it does. And you only ever have to teach it once. Because once you teach it, it learns, never makes the same mistake twice. Here in our agent list, we have our template of Claire, our open house agent. So in here, we have this phone number, 888-579-6585. There's a jingle in there somewhere, but I'm not a jingly type of guy, so I'm not going to jingle that phone number for you, but it's 888-579-6585. That's the number that we have on this particular agent. So I'm going to click on edit and show you behind the scenes of how this agent works. So under agent details, we give it a name, Claire, and then open house. So we know what this agent is doing. And then the business name is the name of the listing or the address of the listing itself. You choose your language, and we'll notice in here that we have a brand new AI voice that just came out that is multilingual English and Spanish. So we had this call, we had a call about Voice AI about a month ago, and we had a question in the Q&A like, hey, can this thing speak English and Spanish? And it was like, no, go get a Spanish phone number for your Spanish calls and English for your English calls. We now have English and Spanish, Spanglish, in one agent. So people can literally switch between speaking English and Spanish in the same conversation, and the AI will respond back with whichever they're using at any given moment. So you can put it in multilingual mode as well. So you choose your language and then you choose your voice. There's all these amazing voices that are in here, and it gives you like a brief synopsis of what that voice is going to sound like. You just click on it, hit play.
The scheduling tool is based on Microsoft Project Online and enables project and program teams to easily plan and monitor their projects.
And then Anna is the one that we use and that we like. And if you call, it'll be Anna's voice that you hear. But again, you can pick male, female, British, Australian, you name it. There's, I think there's like over 70 different voices that are inside the system. We pull all of these from OpenAI. This is all powered by OpenAI and ChatGPT in the background, which is why the voice AI system just got incredibly better, and the latency is that much shorter because of the upgrade to ChatGPT 5. You pick your time zone and then inbound calls. Now, this is actually very important. It seems like almost like a template-based thing, but this is the initial message that the agent is going to say to the person when they call in. So this says, hello, and thank you for calling to check into the open house. My name is Claire, your AI assistant. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today? So what we've done is we've immediately taken them into the information capture sequence, right? We've greeted them. We've told them that it's AI, which is super important. We're not trying to trick people into thinking that AI is a real person. We're identifying as AI because that's actually a value add. I saw a study that came out. It was actually during the ChatGPT 5 launch. In the mortgage industry, people that have, hold on, let me get this for you. So the people that have an experience with artificial intelligence during their mortgage borrowing process reported a 79% increase in customer satisfaction and a more than 100% increase in people that left online ratings and reviews. Just by having AI as part of the mortgage actual like delivery process. So this isn't like capturing the lead, although I guess that could be part of it, but it's like the submitting the documentation, the communication on the actual loan process, all of that. 79% of people rave about it, and more than double of them left a positive online rating and review than not, which is astronomical when you take into the account that you didn't have to do the work. AI did the work for you as part of the process. So super cool stuff. So we have to take this person into the process of capturing the lead right away. We don't want an open-ended conversation. Although the AI can do that, we want the AI to step them through the process. So we almost always know what the response is going to be when AI greets the person, which creates a much smoother experience with the AI as it goes through the actual conversation. So who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today? That means it's capturing the first name. So it's got the phone number because they called in. Now we've got their first name, and then it just has to capture their email. And we basically got everything that we need from that lead to continue to follow up with them. But it's going to continue to ask all of the information to get the actual application. Now, here's our prompt. Background info. You are Claire, a dedicated real estate open house concierge. So is everybody familiar with the 5-part AI prompt framework that we use? It actually comes from OpenAI and the engineers at Google. Basically, it goes like this. You have to give it a role so it knows what it's doing. Like it knows how it is to act, because it can be an astrophysicist, it can be a philosopher, it can write love letters, or it can be a really good mortgage conversion specialist, right? You have to give it a role so that it knows, don't speak love poetry to a person that called into an open house. Oh lead, how art thou? opt-ineth. You know what I mean? Like you got to give it a roll, tell it what to do. So roll, then you give it a goal. Like, okay, you're going to go through this activity. What do you want the end result to be for the activity that you're doing? So roll, goal, then you give it information. And then after the information, you basically can give it programming language and then how to end the task, basically. Or now that we have agents, how to continue the task with a different AI agent. Those are the 5 things that you need to give AI for it to do its job effectively. So we have basically architected a fantastic open house check-in experience because this is important for the real estate agent, it's important for you, and it's important for the lead. So you handle inbound phone calls from potential home buyers checking into an open house. Provide a seamless and friendly experience by gathering their contact details and guiding them towards booking a free financial planning session with a mortgage expert. This session ensures they're shopping in the right price range that aligns with their financial health. Call handling instructions. Warm welcome and check-in. Greet the caller warmly. Ask for their name and confirm it. Gather their email and confirm it by repeating back. Collect their best phone number and confirm it. Ask how soon they're looking to move. Log all the details in the CRM. Book an appointment. Step 2, offer the financial planning session. And then general rules for handling caller inquiries. Stay helpful and on task. Avoid repetition. Confirm information and stick to the provided information. And then we've got, if asked about real estate details, direct them to the on-site agent. If they ask about financing options, offer to book them a free finance session. Don't assume, be compliant, right? Basic stuff. Now, based on the information that just came out from ChatGPT and the fact that we have agents available to us, I want to show you something super ninja, okay? So I'm going to take this AI prompt, right? And I apologize. I see that hand that just came up. I just saw that a hand came up. I will get to you. I just don't want to break the flow of the training here. And then we're just going to open it up for Q&A. This will take 5 more minutes and then we'll get to Q&A, maybe 10. So I'm going to take this prompt that's inside the CRM. I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go over to ChatGPT. Now, because I'm on Zoom, I can't use my VPN, so I don't have access to ChatGPT 5 yet on the demo. We'll probably have that for you next week, but we're still going to use ChatGPT 4.0, which is totally okay because in here, I can still use agent mode, right? So all I've done is I've gone to ChatGPT. I'm on my desktop. This also works on mobile if you're using the mobile app. You click this little plus, and you can see we've got add photos and files, deep research, create image, study and learn. We've got web search, Canvas, which is for coding applications and stuff like that. And we have agent mode up here at the top. So agent mode will like just go crazy on deep research, everything that you need. It can build its own AI now in order to do the tasks that you want. You don't even have to worry about it. So I am going to give you an AI voice agent instruction prompt. Use the details for this listing and customize the voice AI prompt for this specific listing. Now, I'm going to head on over to Zillow and I'm going to pick a random listing. So this one's in my history here. Press and hold to confirm that you are a human and not a bot. Ha, Zillow, the bots can do that. Okay, nerd joke. All right, so we are human. That's awesome. It's going to take us over to the website. It heard my joke. It's like, nope, you're out, buddy. All right, still holding. Give it a second. No, doesn't want to do it. Okay, doesn't matter because I can just take the listing from up here. I wanted to make a joke for you to see the listing, but it's actually 6021 Circle Jerk Road in Marble Falls, Texas. So I don't know who the city planner was that came up with the naming convention on the names, but fan would like to meet that person because it's a road that goes in a circle. Anyways, I digress. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that link to that specific listing. And using an agent, I'm going to hit return. So now watch what happens here. It's going to think about it, setting up my desktop. I'll open the link to the Zillow listing, gather the property details. Once I extract the relevant information, I'll customize the AI voice agent instruction prompt based on these details. So the AI agent has its own computer, and I'm looking at its computer screen, and it's going out, it's searching the web, and it's pulling in all the information on all the different listings that it can find. Now, the AI prompt that I've given it, look, it's telling it what to do. And the one AI is talking back to the main AI. It says, I'm attempting to reopen the website. Hey, I can't open this website. It's giving me a problem. Rather than go to Zillow, I'm going to go to realtor.com and get the information. So it got stopped by that Zillow thingy with the button, right? And now it's going to Redfin. So it's going in, doing a Google search, looking for that listing on Redfin. Opened up a new tab. Going out, reading websites. Running into errors, going back to the main AI, and the main AI is telling it what to do, summarizing property features. So this will book plane tickets for you, book hotel rooms for you. It does DoorDash. So you can literally go to your ChatGPT, go into agent mode and be like, I want some tacos. Bring me tacos. And it will go out, find your favorite taco restaurant, place your order, and have it delivered to your house. The only thing that you have to do and confirm in that whole process is confirm the credit card transaction on your credit card. And that's it. You think of a task that you go and do repetitively online. You can set up a ChatGPT task, which means it will run at the same date, at the same time, with the same prompt instructions, right? So you can set a task to just run a task once a week. Hey, go do online research about my market so that I can write an email and send it out to all my qualified real estate agents, and it will do that, right? So you can set a task with an agent. It'll go out. It will visit the websites. It will read the websites. It will put together all the information that you need. So our AI agent went out and worked for us for 2 minutes while we chit-chatted about tacos. How nice is that, right? Now, it says here are the key details of the property that will be useful for customizing your AI voice prompt. It's pulled in all the information from all those different sites. Looks like mainly Zillow, right? And then below is a draft of an AI voice assistant prompt tailored to this listing. Feel free to adjust wording to match your brand or specific instructions. And we're going to take this, we're going to copy it. Now we're going to go back into the CRM and we are going to paste it. And then we are going to save it. And now I have a phone number that understands, with an AI agent, that understands everything about that listing. And when it's checking a person into that listing, it can answer any questions that that person has about that listing. How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what are the taxes, how far is the school, what district is it in? You name it, that AI agent that they're going to call and talk to has the information about the actual listing itself. Talk about a wow presentation. Do this once. Create an AI voice agent and send it to a qualified real estate agent who put a listing on the market yesterday. Okay, set a ChatGPT task and say, I'm in Texas, wherever Circle Jerk Drive is, right? Send me a daily email every morning of all the new listings that hit the market, but only from this list of top producing agents. Your ChatGPT task is going to go out, do the research, and in your inbox every morning, you've now got a list of all the brand new listings. You pick the agent that you're trying to get a relationship with, take that listing, create a custom prompt, call the agent. Hey, Patrick, I saw that you just listed 123 Main Street. Congratulations. I'm assuming you're probably going to put together an open house to get this house moved. And I created an AI check-in agent. What these are for is so that everybody that checks into the open house goes through a quick pre-qualification so that we can send you back a list of the people that actually qualify to purchase that home that showed up. I'd love for you to give it a call. It is 855-432-3990. Give it a call. Let me know what you think. Call me back. As soon as they call the phone number, you're going to get the lead. You know that they called the phone number because you're going to get an alert on the CRM that the qualified agent that you're trying to convert called the phone number. You wait 10 minutes, call them back. Hey, Bob, what'd you think? Dude, that's the best thing I've ever seen. Cool. Do you want one for all of your listings? Sure. Dave, is that not an amazing presentation? And what did we just do? We just tapped into the best quality buyer leads that we have in the marketplace for free. Not a dime spent on advertising, no Zillow, no nothing. And you can have 10, 15, 20, 25 open houses on a weekend, 25 different AI phone numbers, all getting phone calls of people that are out searching. And all of them are like, hey, do you want to find out if you pre-qualify to purchase this home and what your rate and payment will be? Yes, I do. Do you have time on Tuesday at 2 o'clock? Yes, I do. Okay, you're in Patrick's calendar. Thanks so much. Enjoy the open house. You show up on Monday morning, calendar full of people that were out on the weekend shopping to purchase a house. Thank you for attending Build It with Chris. You're all going to get a bill for $100. Just kidding. It's totally free and totally off the cuff. Feedback, questions, let's open it up. We got
Hey Chris, so how is it that you're able to like I moved to, I have like 500 something listings, let's say, that are available to me. How would you incorporate those two together in through this process?
He froze on that. Glenn?
At least he doesn't have like a real goofy face on the freeze, so we'll give him credit for that.
We'll give him a minute. I know this happens. And so we'll give him a minute to get back
Well,
to us.
then Francis, maybe on the phone numbers,
Yeah.
so there's a cost, and then you just set them up like each one for a different agent to do different things.
Yeah, exactly. So there's initial cost to buy the phone number. So if it's a local number, it's like $2, I believe. If it's a 1-800 number, I think it's a little cheaper than that. So you pay that initial to buy the phone number, and then if your account's already A2P verified, then you can just add that phone number into the A2P verification.
And then just a follow-up, I see one of them says customer service, like let's say the first one for me.
Yep.
And so let's say that I do have some value adds that are taught to us through, move to, follow up, refer back. Would I put the prompt stack for each one of those in the customer service so that if a realtor calls in and says, hey, I got this ad or I got this thing for, is that the strategy? And then they could ask, like, it's follow up, refer back, or move to, and then it would talk a little bit about it and then set the appointment for me, go that way?
Yeah, I believe it could work that way if you just add more detail into the prompt to have that agent speak to each different offer. If Chris does come back, we'll confirm with him. I'm just wondering if it might. I don't believe it would have to be a separate agent for each offer, right? So I think we can just build that into the prompt.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Well, hopefully Chris gets back and he can confirm that with us if we get a chance. If not, I can confirm that with the team as well.
Francis, I have a question.
Yes.
Hi, this is Valerie. Where do
Hi,
we
Val.
purchase the where do we purchase the additional numbers? And is there an additional cost for the calls that are coming in on those numbers?
Yes, so there is usage on using those phone numbers or
Okay.
using the AI to answer those calls for you.
Okay.
But Valerie, I know you can purchase the phone numbers right in the CRM system, right?
Okay.
So you can go in, purchase the phone numbers. Like I said, it's $2 for a local number, like $1 and change for a 1-800 number, and then any usage that
Okay.
number
So it's
will
a
be.
one time charge for the number,
Yeah,
and was that the $2 or $1 a month for the number?
yes. No, it's not a month. It's a one-time charge. I think you're already paying the verification fee, which is $1 something every month to hold that A2P verification. So I
Hmm.
think that covers all of the phone numbers that are in the system.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. But check with support or Adrian.
Hey,
And yeah,
Francis, make
Adrian's my guy.
yeah,
Check with
Francis,
Adrian.
make sure you get a raise because Chris just dropped the bomb and left you here. So
Yeah.
that's just not right. There's a lot wrong with that. So
Everybody knows me, so it's like I'm gonna sweat through it and do my best here. But I don't
You
want
didn't
to.
pay your $100, so Chris left.
Yeah, really. Oh man. Um, but no, I'm looking at the chat too, trying to keep up with the chat as well. Was there any other questions, just in case I've missed in the chat here?
I have a question,
Yeah,
if I may.
Lonnie.
Uh, I thanks. It's the first time I've actually ever joined this call,
Yeah.
and I joined a little bit late as well, so I didn't quite catch in the voice AI prompt. Then I get that you put the individual information about the listing, so someone could call in and get information. But then, is there also qualifying questions? Chris mentioned qualifying the lead. So, are there qualifying questions that get saved? And
Yeah, I believe so in the prompt there would be questions that the AI agent is asking that person. So if they're interested in a certain property, it's like, okay, are you currently working? Are you currently, what's your combined income? So some
okay.
pre questions that can set them up for that appointment with you. So that way when you have that appointment with that lead, you can see the information on that lead.
Cool. And then the
Yeah,
voice AI schedules in a calendar as well.
exactly. Yep. And then
Oh,
all
cool.
the actual transcription of the conversation can be found in the contact record
Yeah,
on the CRM.
in the CRM. Okay, cool. No, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I think Chris's internet is totally out. So
Didn't pay his tariff.
I guess I paid mine, right? I'm still good here. All right.
Francis, if I have my
Yeah.
number, the number I was assigned by the AI CRM forwarded to my cell phone. So now when my calls go out, they see my cell phone number right now. All the functionality as far as the AI voices, they're not they're not functional if you have it set up like that. You have to have the number that's been issued to me be the live number that works. Is that correct?
So you've got your let me get that back. You have that the number in your CRM, you've got that masked as your CRM as your cell number.
Yeah. So what's happening is if I call out of the power dialer,
Yeah.
then they see my cell number versus
Okay.
seeing this one here.
Yeah.
But I think that stops me from accessing the benefits of that the number, in the system has, like the AI, personnel pick it up.
Right, because they're going to call back and get your
Yeah,
they're
when
gonna
they
call
call in,
back your cell number,
yeah,
right?
and it bounces to, yeah, it comes to my cell number too.
That's
See,
a
So
that's when
great
I was
question
told,
for
that's when
this.
I was told to keep your cell number, do what you're doing, and then get a separate cell number that no one really sees that you have. So your new phone is your new cell number and your old one is that you're linking there so you don't have them mixed over.
so
I was also told on the email to get my own mail gun rather than having it saying connect when they're sending out the emails. It'll be my own that will be say my own company. So it'd be
oh
signing up for your own mail gun and having it redirected in the back rather than having it because if you have it coming from you, you're gonna have a lot more failure. But if it's coming through Mailgun, you won't. So if you make it your own Mailgun, now we'll have your company name rather than something Connect.
gotcha.
So
Thank
I'm
you,
in the
Michael.
process of just doing that now as well.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I'll have to the whole phone number thing. I got to get figured out. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
And Glenn, if you want to join this live Zoom support, I mean, the team can help you with that as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that
Yeah.
they're tired. They're tired of me. So
No,
yeah, no.
no, they're not.
Adrian
Me
said you
too.
can't come once once a week is all we ask. So no, I,
Well, you
your
tell them
support team.
Francis just gave you another
No,
couple passes.
they're fantastic over there. Thank you so much. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
trying to get better about asking more intelligent questions. So I got a long way to go.
Yep,
But yeah,
no
so no,
worries.
that's I got to figure that out. Thank you again,
Yeah,
Michael.
anything to do
Good
with
information.
email support or mailgun support, phone support, any of that, join the live Zoom support. The team is awesome with all those initiatives and can help you guys one-on-one to take care of that.
Yeah, I just got squared away with the snippets, and I'm like, oh, that's just blowing me away. Just that little function making me more efficient is that alone is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, those guys have some heavy lifting to do with me. So
yes.
I feel like I'm really
It's okay. It's all good. We're happy to help. We're happy to help. So that's awesome. Excellent. Any other questions before we Michael, I think you mentioned no, sorry, Michael. I'm gonna message.
Mike asked and Michael talked. So
There
yeah, you
was
got both
a
ends of it.
yes, I'm trying to pronounce Verlacu is the last name. It was so I will send you a link to the recording for this. Just so I send that there. I will send that. Okay, perfect. So I just yeah, send that recording. Mike Wilson. Okay. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Michael and Michael. Patrick, what did Patrick?
Yeah, that verbiage that he put in
Yeah.
for that open house check-in, I couldn't write it fast enough, but if you're going to send out the replay in a short amount of time, that'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Okay, so
we usually have
we'll-
those replays up and loaded by Monday. So
okay,
yeah,
that'd be
we'll
perfect.
get
Thank
that.
you.
It'll be, you got the YouTube link to the, here, I'm going to put it in the main chat here, guys. So
I did.
okay,
I
I'll just
subscribed.
make
Thank
sure
you.
everyone's got it. So here we go. All right. Because I know Chris is, everybody likes that. Okay, perfect. And David Krishner, if you go to LOCRM support, the team will help you with getting that prompt for the open house. All right. Awesome. Okay.
A quick
Any other-
question.
Yeah.
So if you're going after a new agent, how are you just sending an email with it already done? Is there an intro conversation is best practice? And this could be for everybody who's using it to get this done.
Yeah, so so when you're reaching out to new agents, we have the pre-built workflow that goes out to new agents, and the initial email is like an intro out to that agent. So the team can help you with that as well, Jeff.
Gotcha. So is there, if I've just found somebody new that I stopped by an open house and wanted to get him on it, he wasn't on my list, then I would create one and send it to him. Is that what you do?
No, you could just add him to the workflow you have in the CRM already. You can just add, yeah, you can add contacts to that workflow.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
No problem. Excellent. All right. I always think of last call. I don't want to say it that way, but any other questions? Oh, awesome. You are welcome, Kimberly. I was happy to step in here and take over, and I'm glad I know everyone. So everyone was patient with me. Thank you so much, guys. If you guys need anything, reach out to me anytime. And yeah, and the Zoom support is the place to be. If you need any help with the CRM system, the team is there waiting for you. So everyone, happy Friday. Let's have an awesome day.
Francis.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome weekend.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.